AI alone is not enough. Such a fascinating topic, isn't it? I have been seeing a lot of conversations since morning, and I'm very glad that this area is getting a lot of focus. For the last 2 to 3 years, as a consultant, I have been having countless conversations with my clients who are highly impressed with tools like ChatGPT and Copilot. But when they try to implement something like this for their enterprise users, these models fell short. How many of you have encountered a similar experience? Can you please raise your hand? Great. I'm sure you will agree with me that today we have these extremely powerful models, but their potential can be unlocked only if you integrate these models with people, process, and organization as a whole. I think the real question is why so many enterprise AI models fall apart. Many assume that access to these powerful AI models guarantees a success. But in my experience, the technology alone cannot deliver the impact. There's this recent study that I found where you can see the common barriers for these AI failures are not just the lack of willingness to adopt, but also the model output quality, poor user experience, and then the challenging change management. In my view, when AI is implemented, AI is successful, people talk. So here are some real examples from client conversations after successful AI implementation. You will see certain things as it has helped save hours and weeks. The solution has been designed based on their needs, etc. I think these stories is what AI success looks like. If I have to define what a successful AI project looks like, I would do something like this. I think a successful AI is which meets user needs. It aligns with user needs and expectations. Successful AI is which user adopts, and successful AI is which evolves with changing business needs. I think this summarizes what a successful AI should look like. Then what is the recipe for success? See, here is how holistically the recipe looks like in the real world. There are several questions, several decision points which we have to take when we discover a problem to development of a solution, from delivering an AI model to managing these AI models. In the interest of time, let me boil this down to 6 key questions or decision points. First, we need to ask, is AI the right tool, or is it the right answer to the problems that you have in hand? Can it provide a unique value, or is the investment justified? Once you are sure that it's worth pursuing this route, then you design the solutions which are more practical and achievable. How? Yes, involve the right set of people, make sure you have access to the necessary data set, but importantly, fit the solution to the business context. When you start building the model, focus on adoption and ensure that you have fit the model into the business operation. To my technical team, I always suggest them to focus on adoption than on accuracy. I think once the models are put into production, then it is important to monitor them, monitor the performance, monitor the impact, and be ready to update or redesign this model or even retire them. That's why I always recommend my clients to focus more on maintenance, because that is a key for sustaining the success with AI. So I've taken some illustrative snapshots from our recent client workshop, wherein we have not just tried to understand what stakeholder wants, we dig deeper into the value conversation. We try to understand the value system of an organization. We try to see what impact that AI is supposed to deliver. How do we measure them? In this workshop, we shortlisted several use cases, potential use cases for AI, but we applied AI only on those areas where the user decisions are complex, which involves a lot of variables, where the operations has a potential to scale, etc. Believe me, we have seen the success in AI in those environments where the conditions change rapidly and unpredictably. And there are several use cases where we have not applied AI consciously because we learned that the cost of error was very high, and we didn't want it to automate the high value tasks which the users are really enjoying doing it, because we know that there will be a resistance and we will come across the challenging change management. When we have built the models, when we have built these AI systems, we have focused more on testing and validation. We ensured that we track the usage, we track the impact of the model. And it's very important to note here that when we deployed the model, we focused on how users are using it, we listened to their feedback, we enhanced these models over time, etc. When these models gone into production, I think the AI governance is many a times it's an ignored topic. Right? It's very important to make sure that AI is sustainable. It is giving the value that is expected over a period of time. So here we not only monitor the performance of the model, but you monitor and identify various different types of risk, control them, mitigate them. And there are several points where we have taken a decision to revise and update the models. And that's how we have ensured that there is a continuous success from these AI solutions. To summarize, remember that successful AI is about people, process, and progress. Start with users in mind, not with the data. Measure truly what matters. And focus more on adoption than on accuracy. And importantly, keep evolving. Because with AI, the work is never done. Thank you.